Right, Shalom. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders that GMS rule well. Peace and blessings to the occupants that's out there fighting, doing this work with truth and sincerity, out here walking again. Another 3+4 miles. Just think of everything through the Spirit. If you embarked upon this path and take this thing serious, your mind will be constantly thinking about spiritual things, the scriptures, and when the Lord come back to pick us up, to get the elect out of here, when He come to destroy this place. Also prophecy. Prophecy is the main forefront of this doctrine. We have to understand prophecy. And these other groups out here that call themselves Israelites, if you just sit back and listen to the apostles and the elders of GMS and the men on down, and these other groups, the clear distinction between us is prophecy in the name Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai, right? And that Israel was scattered throughout the four corners of this planet. And some of our people, the Lord's people, will come looking like these heathen nations because we've been scattered and mixed and mingling among the heathen nations. And pardon me for the wind blowing. I'm out here walking. I'll hear the breeze here and there. So hopefully it's not too rough on the ears as I speak to the Spirit. And I was just thinking, people looking at us like, y'all don't have the answers. Who gave y'all the permission to do this? Or how y'all come up with this? This is all through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. This is the way He wanted it. He didn't want us to put on a immaculate suit, pristine wardrobe, and to the point to where He making us look the way we look. That proves that Yahweh Shai is amongst us, man. Amongst us, amongst those men. We're speaking about prophecy. We're telling you about the MOTB. We're telling you how things are going to take place. And why? Because of biblical prophecy. Like the incident that happened down in Alabama, like the brother was saying, the mysteries of the kingdom. That's prophecy what caused that. Through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. That was prophecy. You had that one Jake swimming across the little water to get over there. And that goes back into, if you spiritual, that goes back to Genesis chapter 25. Well, Isaac and Rebekah, pardon me, with Jacob and Esau was struggling in the womb. That's spiritual. So now the men of the Lord, whom the Lord set out to go out among you, looking like ragtag, or we got on dresses, whatever, or however you want to word it, that's the Lord doing. He called us out of darkness, called us from doing the wicked things that we were doing in the world, and called us into this walk, which is this marvelous light, which has endowed us with this truth that He put in earthen vessels. And you happen to look at the men of the Lord. It's right here in Isaiah 9:2. It said, the people that walk in darkness have seen a great light. We was walking in darkness. We came across a great light via the internet. The teachers, King Amashah, Abba Bivens, you see what I'm saying? Those great men, now the apostles and elders, and now what you see before you today. We've been called from darkness, man, into this marvelous light, meaning this understanding of this truth, the understanding of the Bible. The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them have the light shined. Because we was darkness, walking in darkness, and then our mindset was dark. The light has shined, right? And we've been brainwashed with the truth, with the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, to be able to go out on the highways and byways and tell you of prophecy, of things that's happening. These other groups don't get into prophecy, man. They tell you to wear your fringes and keep the law. GMS giving you everything because it's an unction. Pardon me. It's an unction from the Holy One. What's that in 1 John 2? We have an unction. See? So lucky for that, man. I'm out here walking with everything coming out of me. We have an unction from the Holy One. So we're not talking our language. We're talking king's talk right now. Actually, let me see that. It's Nehemiah. Let's see. I think it's, is it 2? Let's try some. I don't think it is. Hold on. Get up under the shade tree. Right, this is Nehemiah 2:18, get to the point. Then I told them of the hand of my power, which was good upon me. You see? As also the king's words that he has spoken unto me. And they said, let us rise up and build. And that word build, so that's what happened to us. The Lord called us, the Lord called us. If he called us, he spoke his words. So we now speaking king's language unto you. You see, therefore it rolls us through fear to put us upon our feet to go out and build. And that word build goes to edifying the church. You see, so we act out of fear. You see, so we're not speaking our language or our thoughts. We're speaking the king's language right now. Then I told them, the men on the highways and byways, of the hand of my power, which was good upon me, you see, as also the king's words that he has spoken unto me. And they said, let us rise up and build. So they strengthened their hands for this good work. And that's what you're seeing happening before you today. That's how we're able to go out on the highways and byways, beginning with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, to deliver you this message. So our conversations is up in the heavens, like it speaks of in the book of Philippians. This is nothing earthly, because in Corinthians it says, the God of this world, you see, the God of this world has blinded the minds of the people. So if you don't understand that the Lord sent out the apostles and elders and the men on down to bring you this report goes into doctrine as well. There's going to be a particular doctrine that's going to bring in the end. There's going to be a particular doctrine that go against the current system. There's going to be a particular doctrine that's going to give you prophecy to say things before it happens, man. Like the MOTV. I had this one lady, I took a screenshot of it and put it in our chat. I forget what this Edomite lady was. Looked like an Edomite, but she was paying for her items with her hand. Well, that's prophecy that the apostles and elders and the men on down have been warning you about. And men that's not in GMS were teaching the same doctrine, you see? These groups are not doing that. It's not about these groups. They're not doing that. So that's a separation right there. And the people was like, oh, she paying things with her hand. Well, it's in the book of Revelations that the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Abishah has been talking to you about, again, with the apostles and elders and the men on down that's doing the work. So the spirit of the Lord rests upon, like it says, then I told them of the hand of my power, which was good unto me. So he told the men of the Lord from Yahweh Bashim Abishah that he been exposed to, right? As also the king's words that he has spoken unto me. He spoke that unto Nehemiah. You see, same thing the Lord is telling us, man. You know, we woke up through the apostles and elders, and now here it is that you see it, man. To be able to go out on the highways and byways and bring out prophecy and speak to the ears of his people, the words of prophecy. So that way you can get right, because we're living in times, little do you know, we're living in a time of this place being destroyed, man. That means that this place was a temporary kingdom, like all kingdoms on the planet. And this time, this could be with war that's going to break out. See, thermonuclear destruction. The Lord put the spirit upon these Edomites to be able to split the atoms and to bring forth this instrument of death. So we're telling you to get right and repent and seek the Lord while he may be found. But you so caught up the fact that why the Lord have you to go out? I don't see how the Lord tell you to tell me to do this and do that, because the Lord called us out of this darkness into his marvelous light. He cleaned us up. He look at us different. We don't care how you people look at us or if you don't believe it, but that's the ways of the Lord. This truth is elusive. You see? It's not meant for everybody to get. So he put this truth into earthen vessels, such as the apostles and elders and men on down, to bring you this word, but yet you won't get it because although a man told it unto you, you won't receive it. Well, this could be your downfall because you don't believe the report. But if you sit back and listen to the men of the Lord and look at what's happening in the earth and the planet, then you would know, like, wow, these got to be the men. The Lord has to be dealing with these men. You see, this is 2 Ezra 15:1. Behold, meaning look, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So we're here to tell you about the MOTB, the CBDC, everything going digital, jobs firing people, massive eruption of countries fighting against one another, you see, and so on and so forth. Wild animals who's living in the wild gonna start changing the way they live, where their living spaces start coming to the cities. So we speaking prophecy unto you to persuade men through fear to come back to who they are, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who were scattered throughout the four corners of the planet, man. Now by the word, which is Yahweh Shai, who comes in the volume of the book, is casting the net, casting the net via the internet to bring in the elect of his people, man. But he's doing it in a way where it looks strange unto you. He's doing it in a way where you won't believe it because of how we look. Or maybe you knew us before the Lord called us into this walk and, nah, they can't, no, who, him? Nah, hell no, I know this nigga. No. And that's what it is. That's what's happening right now. Whew, boy, this walk. I'm at the end of this walk now. Let me see something. I'm trying to end it here. Acts 13. I'm getting them mixed up. Whew. Second. This is one of my favorite. Those who don't believe the message that's being conveyed unto them. Yeah, Acts 13:41. Behold, meaning look, you despisers who despise the word, who look at this word as insignificant because of the people that's bringing it out to you. You despising it because of how we look. You're not despising us, you're despising Yahweh and Son Yahweh Shai. So behold, you despise us and wonder and perish. You see? You look at this as something that's insignificant because who the Lord called to go out and bring it unto you, you go perish because of that. You see? Perish, for I work a work in your days. He's working a work in these days now via the apostles and the elders and the men on down that's giving you this report. For I work a work in your days, a work which you shall in no wise believe, though a man declared it unto you. That's where you stand. You despise, you wonder, and you're going to perish because the Lord is working a work in the days now to the point you won't even believe it because a man had told it unto you. Again, you probably knew some men that's in the truth. You once knew them. And you're like, no. You know? But this could be to your detriment, man. But if you just pay attention to what's being said unto you and look at what's happening in the world, then you'll be able to process and start to understand and believe the report because everything is lining up with biblical prophecy. So yeah, I just want to get through that through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Shah. Lord, I hope this is edifying. Until the next time I shall say, Shalom.